What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sequoia. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Based off the title and the thumbnail, you already know what we're getting into. This beautiful purple unit. I did get this from yolissahair. This is a 10-inch bob wig. I believe it's either transparent lace. I don't think it's HD lace. I think it is transparent. But when I bought this wig, I was already buying a 30-inch water wave wig. And when I was going to check out, they kind of just said, hey, thank you for purchasing this. We'll give you this at a discounted price. Do you want it? And it was just a 613 bob blonde wig. So it was like maybe $100. I just select my inch, which is 10, and then I added it to my cart. So I don't quite know the details, and I bought this months ago. So I'm gonna have to do some research, go on Yolissa's website to see if I can find this specific wig and link it. But again, every single thing, including products I use to install this, will be in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. So if you kind of want to see me customize this and install it, make sure you watch. Before you do, please like this video, please subscribe. It'll help my channel out a lot. And without further ado, let's get into this unit. All right, so this is the unit we're gonna be working on. Don't mind my art stuff in the back. I'm in my art room, and don't mind my voice because I'm going through something. But this is the unit we are going to be working with. I have dyed it this beautiful lavender color using the Adore number 90, and that's in the shade lavender. I used the watercolored method, and I dipped it about twice. I used about 1.5 of the Adore dye. So my camera so rudely cut me off, but I did let the hair partially air dry, and then I went ahead and blow dried it. I put in some silk serum from the brand Chi. I'll have that on the screen for you. And I just went ahead and blowed it, and it's now completely dry. So what I'm going to do now is just flat iron it and just continue to get it together for this installation. So I don't know if y'all are seeing this, but you see how I kind of have this like tied up here? Wouldn't this wig be so cute with like two of them? Like a two bun moment with a short do, and then we situate the baby hairs and have, you know what I'm saying, the front nice and did up, and then make sure we don't got no tracks in the back showing. I think that would be such a vibe. I'm straightening it for now, but I may curl it if I don't like the way it looks on me straight. But I might definitely have to try this little two bun situation because it's giving. So boom, this is where we are with our prep work. So it's dyed, blow dried, flat ironed. I did use my hot comb a little bit on the top just to make sure we have that nice flat look. I know you could probably see a track or two up here in the top. I will make sure that's fixed when I install it, but I just want to give y'all a real cute 360 of the wig before we install it. This is how the front is looking so far. I went ahead and did the hot comb in the front too, because essentially I want this part to be just like, you know what I'm saying, a little bump, a little lifted. I think that's cute. And then I also did mention that who's to say, I don't put it on my head. And I decided I want it wavy or curly. So as of right now, this is how we're looking. The baby hairs I did prep as well, so I didn't cut them, but I did section them out. I have more thicker pieces towards the ending part here, just because you have that like ending piece of the closure, and I want to make sure that's adequately covered. And then I'm going to do like a nice little cute swoop here in the front. So my idea, rule of thumb, is whenever you're doing hair or really in anything, it's always good to have more or extra. That way, in case you don't need it, it's fine. You can always just put it back. you know, incorporate with the rest. But if you cut it in advance and it's too little, you know what I mean, you may have just screwed it up. So I always like to start off with more baby hair sectioned out in the front than I need. So without further ado, let's get into this install. So here's the unit. I super am obsessed with it. Love, love, love it. I am so nervous to see how it's gonna look on me, but here we go. So I did take some of my NARS foundation, my natural longwear foundation, and put it on the cap, only because it is white, and I did put some on the lace, down the middle, and of course through the front. I'm not doing a ball cap method because it is a closure wig, and I just feel like I don't need to do all that work. So I just braided my hair back in some cornrows, put the cap on there, and that's just gonna be it. We're going to fasten the elastic bands on both sides. I put it on the second knot just to make sure it is secure. I don't know if it's because of this red robe or it's literally just my first time in colored hair, but it was giving me wiggiana. I literally had to tell myself to trust the process with this because it wasn't giving at that time. We're going to move on to gluing it down. So I'm just putting it down really on my head, clipping the hair back. I just need to see where it fits on my face, where I want to lay it down. I'm measuring where the glue needs to be. So I'm going to push it back now. We are going to just go ahead and not use any skin protectant. Don't follow my lead. You do want to use skin protectant, but I went to 2 hair stores and they didn't have any. And the ones online were super expensive for just this one time. So I dubbed the skin protectant, but you want to use skin protectant. This is the Bold Hold Extreme. This is what we're going to be using for adhesive. And I'm just going to place this a thin amount across my forehead. I do plan on keeping this wig on for as long as I can, so I'm going to do about 3 layers of this, spread it out with a popsicle stick thin so it's able to dry, and then I'm going to blow dry between each layer. And I'm going to do this a total of 3 times. Once that last layer is tacky enough, I'm just going to pull the lace forward into it, press it in, make sure it's straight. I'm then going to use my comb and just further press it in. I want this stuck, as you know what I was going to say. Now I'm going to use the heat of my hot comb, and I'm just going to use that heat to further melt it in, but also just to push back some of those hairs. Push the ones that I want back, and then situate my hairs that are going to be my baby hair. Then I'm going to take some of this Got To Be cement spray, blow dry that in as well, push it in with my comb, and then after that has been blow dried, I'm going to take this Wig Melting Band. I forget where I get it, the name of it, but I'll link it down below. Tasha Washa put me onto this, but I did have to cut this because it was too big for my head. So it's an elastic band. I cut the Velcro-ish thing off the top, and I just tie a knot in the back, and I love this. It melts it. Cute purr. I'm going to blow dry this one more time and then just let it sit for 10 minutes. I'm going to go get dressed. All right, so she's down. Time to customize these baby hairs and cut off this lace. So here I am just cutting the lace. It did take me a minute to get the hang of this. I ended up needing to like pull back the baby hairs and just figure out what I was doing here. But I eventually got it. You know, I'm not a pro. I kind of learn as I do these things, but I'm using this eyebrow razor that I get from my local beauty supply store in combination with just some regular house scissors, and I'm cutting the lace off. Now, I will say one thing I noticed with this is on one side there was like some type of boning or type of structure on the lace on one side that was literally driving me crazy, and no matter how much I cut it, I could not get it to come off. I don't know what that was about, but you'll see it here in a minute. But that's really all I'm doing. You see me dipping off to the side. I'm just throwing the lace and the hair that I'm cutting off in my trash can to the side of my sink there. But overall, it was a good lace. I think the front was giving very much frontal.
once I laid everything down. I really did enjoy the way it turned out. I loved this unit and I'm so proud of myself again for trying this color, but this is how it's looking so far. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just going to pull the baby hairs down, section out the different, see, there's that white thing. I don't know what that's about. And I tried to cut it and it was still kind of there. And if I cut it any higher, it would just screw it up. So yeah, I tried to cut off as much of it as I could without like losing too much of the hair because I didn't want that. But anyways, I'm going to section out the baby hairs and just further style it. Put some more got to be cement on it, of course, just to, of course, let that front piece, the little pieces in the front that's sticking up, lay down. I don't know if you guys prefer like a lot of talking, like step by step, or just for me to like explain a few steps and then let you watch it. I don't want to talk you guys to death, but if you do have any additional questions on anything I'm doing, please just comment down below, or any products or anything, any comments you want to share. Even if you just want to say hi, just comment them down below and I'll answer. But here I am just, beginning to like cut the baby hair short. I will say though that when I'm doing my baby hairs, I always cut them longer than I actually need them, because I just feel like it's better to have more than to need more and have less, if that makes sense. Now that the front is situated as far as adhesion, time to move on to the rest of the wig. I'm just taking my hot comb and just making sure to get them roots. We want this unit as flat as possible. Yes, I was born with purple hair as fuck, okay? Now I'm taking my She Is Bomb wax stick and I'm placing this on the part in the front. I just like the way using a wax stick makes the unit look even more flat. And then, yeah, I go once over the unit without the wax stick first, then I add the wax stick and do it again, make sure it's flat, and then I bump the front to kind of give that bumped look. I don't know what you call this style, but I just like to push back the front a little bit. It just gives it a unique look, and I think the unit just looks more slayed, if that makes sense. I'm going to pin the hair out the way, and then we're going to do the final step on the baby hair. So I'm going to take this small flat iron and I'm going to curl the baby hairs, and in the way I want them to swoop, in the direction I want them to swoop, I'm just going to kind of like turn them that way. Now, if you're not good at baby hairs, this is a good method to try, because curling them just gives you that template, that foundation, if you're not good at swooping. I really, really like using this method, and then it just helps. It's easier in my opinion. So I'm not going to do them online, or on camera, I should say, because it takes me a very long time to get that perfect swoop. I'm a perfectionist. I just want to kind of show you what I'm doing. So I'm using the Got To Be in the black container. I'm putting a little bit of this on my lace to help hold down my lace a little bit more, and then work it into my baby hairs and then swoop it. I like using a toothbrush because the toothbrush has more bristles in my opinion, and that's just how I like to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So sorry about the fan, but I do just want to quickly say something. It takes me forever to do my baby hairs on wigs, on my real self, because I just like them to look a certain way. And I'm sorry, if you're the type that likes subtle baby hairs, kudos to you, to each his own. We all like different things, but baby, ain't nothing subtle about me, okay? Ain't nothing subtle about me at all. So my hair, when I wear my hair, it's a reflection of me. So yeah, this is how we coming right now. All right, so this is how we're looking. Don't mind the craziness in the back. I'm actually going to start on a vlog because it's my birthday. That was the whole purpose of me trying this wig out to begin with. So I'm currently packing, getting ready to head up and start on that vlog. But this is how we're looking. This is the install. I'm not a professional. You know, I just kind of watch YouTube videos and be on TikTok and Instagram, and that's just kind of how I learned how to do my own shit, really. I'm loving it. I think once I put on a full face, it's just going to come all together. She's definitely giving flat. Okay, and then peep the nails. The nails definitely match. The theme for my birthday is purple, black, and gold. So that's just kind of what inspired this. This is my first time trying a colored wig, as I mentioned. So I'm proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone and for doing it, and it came out pretty decent looking. So I hope you guys liked this video. Again, please check all the information in the description box below. I will try to find everything for you, because again, I didn't specifically order this wig. It was kind of like, you're already buying this, so do you want this? Just select your inch and we'll add it to the cart. So I don't know too much off the top of my head, but I'll do some research on it and definitely link it down below. The quality is good, it dyed very well, and I love it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please help out my channel by liking this video and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.